All right, welcome back. We are here for Girls Run the World
That's
again here.
right.
Principal Ingram left us. We don't know why. He feels he can't be a part of this. But anyway, thank you so much and welcome Serviam Academy.
Thank you.
Hi. Guys, all right, they just run away, right?
No.
Not necessary. All right, so you guys were a part of an art project, right?
Yeah.
So what did you enjoy most? So first of all, I want to shout out the school because we know that we've got a lot of partners with the school. You guys get to do a lot of fun things. You want to give us a quick roundup of Serviam and all of the experiences that you've gained since you've been at the school?
I would say like the programs that they have and more like the sisterhood that they kind of bring to us and like respect that they like, try to prepare us for the world and like school, and they want us to do our best and for our future.
Amazing. All right, I love it. Great answer, great answer. All right, how about yourself?
Me, I would say all the rules, because usually in my old school, it was really more like there was barely any rules.
Okay.
In this school, there's a lot.
And you get to follow them most of the time?
Yeah.
All right, good girl.
And for me, like at my old school, like we rarely had like breaks, and like at this school we have 15-minute breaks twice a day.
Okay.
And like what Cassidy said, like the enrichment program, which is really fun.
So tell me about the enrichment program.
Like we have different sports that we can play, and like we go against different schools, like as like a season kind of.
Okay. And something about some math sprints or some math stuff. Did you guys have some math?
It was like mostly science.
Mostly science? Oh, okay. So everybody here loves science?
Yeah,
So,
pretty good.
Yeah.
So art's more fun?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get right to the art pieces then. And let's introduce our lovely instructor who came back to give.
My daughter was an alum, so she was in their position. She was actually the first graduating class from Serviam.
Okay.
In 8th grade, so the school goes from 5th grade to 8th grade. And when I was there, most of the girls that I worked with were in 5th and 6th grade, with the exception of a summer program where it was all of the students. But I decided once my daughter was off at college.
I just want to get you to say your name. Introduce yourself, please.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's Shannon Woodlow.
All right.
And like I was saying, once my daughter went off to school and was settled and things there, I had a little bit more time. And I'd been doing photography at that point for about 2.5, 3 years. So I decided like I wanted to give back and do that. I saw how it helped my daughter just to have that artistic expression, that outlet to do something else, and how she felt being behind the camera. And she's a little shy, and so it would make her be a little bit more aggressive and be, I guess, a little more out of herself. So I wanted to bring that same thing to the girls, to do something to give back. So.
Well, we commend you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you all were part of the March Art Loop, and you had an exhibit with some of your photographs. What was that like? And please introduce yourselves with your name, your grade.
Okay, I'm Cassidy, and one of my pictures that I would say was my favorite. It was more like it was kind of like a fairy tale thing. It was like a sidewalk though with I guess it was like moss or something.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I kind
Is that it?
This one?
No, that one is Stephanie.
yeah.
Oh,
All right.
okay,
Well, since we
Stephanie,
have
yes.
that one, Stephanie, you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, like I picked that picture, like just like a pathway to success. Like,
Okay, I like that.
like a
What I
little green
tried to
pathway.
get them all to do was to, I called it doing the most, to get the photographs. So I told them to, because girls, they can be self-conscious at that age. So to do whatever you have to do to get a good picture. If you have to get on the ground, if you have to make a funny pose, however you have to get the picture that you want and get it from an angle that wouldn't be traditionally seen by everybody.
Okay.
So that is what you see.
Okay. So as the pictures go, did anyone see more of the photos that they had taken? Like, can we kind of look at the screen?
No. That
Yeah.
was Natalia's.
Yeah, that was.
But these are
That
all
was-
students?
Yeah, these are all students.
Okay.
Now the theme was for the fall program. The theme was nature, and to document the change of season, what happened to the leaves and the nature, because we did all the pictures on their school campus. This one Rayana did. Rayana, you want to talk about that one?
I'm Rayana, and I took this picture because like I love nature a lot.
Okay.
And she was saying like pictures of how the nature changes. So this was like in the beginning of fall.
Wow. That's very nice. Very good picture.
So I told them to get close, and then to go back to it later on in the fall, if you could, to see how it changed, and even if you're able to just observe it and can't capture it, but just a different way to look at everything around you.
Okay.
And I'm curious because photography has changed in the past 20 years. Did you all edit the photos using a special program, or what was that experience like?
So I wanted to take them through the whole process that I go through. So from taking the pictures, editing the photos, call it a digital darkroom, and then also framing and matting the photos and getting them ready for exhibit. So we edited the photos on to online free software, and it's kind of set up like they have two different sides. One is set up more like Lightroom, which is a Adobe software I use, and then the other one is set up more like Photoshop, which is another software that I use, so that as they graduate, hopefully, the ones that come back and continue to do the program, they can go to different software, and then when they're able to get the expensive software, if it's something they choose to do, they're familiar with, everything, all the tools and how it looks and everything.
So what was that process like for you ladies?
Oh, okay. It was pretty nice. But like knowing like kids, they want to like edit a lot and do extra, change the whole picture. But it was pretty.
And would I let you do that?
No, she didn't. She didn't let me do that.
I was like, no, we can't change. We can't add borders, no words. It's too much. I'm like, you have to remember, what is the essence of the picture? What are you trying to get people to see that you saw? So make sure you don't lose that. And,
So that was kind of like the experience. So like that first picture I was talking about, like the fairy tale thing, I kind of just added like a kind of like a glare to it to make it look more like, fairy tale sparkles and stuff. So I think it was really a learning experience, like, to really like look what you can like really see through it and like turn it into something completely different, because it was really just a sidewalk with just some moss on it. So.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the things I did was I was like adding a little bit of lighting to it, because when I took it, it was very, very dark. There's like a concrete pathway with like dry grass going through it. So.
And I saw in the background with the cars you made those purplish hue.
I tried to blur it out, but I couldn't. It was pretty hard.
Okay. An experience nonetheless, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Like Cassidy said, like you weren't able to like put borders on there and things like that. So it was like kind of hard for me. It was like, you can't do this, but I can try this. And some things that I tried on there, it didn't really like look as I wanted it to look. But I didn't like edit most of my pictures.
You kept them raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did, because she wanted to change so much, and she's like, you know what, I'm just going to leave it. And they were great. So
Yeah,
and
the one I
and I
said,
was looking a
that's
lot of
nice.
their pictures, because we were limited in the cameras that we were able to use initially. So there was, limited features, limited things that they could do. But so I was really focused on them just framing a good picture, just getting a good shot, and not worrying about, all the other stuff. And we can do that in post editing. So.
And what was the experience like being a part of the art loop and having strangers come through and view your work?
I kind of felt special. I felt special. It's like, wow, someone's like looking at my art, like, because I'm just a middle schooler and I'm like not like some famous artist, so it kind of felt really special.
That's
Really
good.
good.
I
And you
like
are
that.
special.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
Yeah, it kind of felt also a little bit special, because it's like all these people were complimenting me on this one specific photo. Was like this tree that had like a little bit sun glare on it. Like that's the only photo they really mention is like also like me, a sixth grader, not an adult or famous artist or famous photographer, just regular sixth grader, regular kid, just taking pictures and editing them.
Okay.
Well, I didn't go, but like if I did go, I would have felt special also. I would have felt like a little, not weird, but like kind of weird, like thank you.
Adorable.
Yes, well, we want to thank you so much for
Yes.
coming and for sharing your artwork. I know it's a lot to share something that's a little,
Personal.
it's a little personal, it's a little intimidating, maybe putting your work out there. It's like you're opening up yourself. Did you feel like you were opening yourself up?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot. So I want to thank you for doing that. And as you guys do more, we want to have you come back on and keep up and showing us what's going on. Perhaps we'll have an art show here for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if viewers do want to see their work,
Yes.
you're going to be
At
where?
the Chris White Gallery, we are having
Okay.
a closing reception this Friday, the 24th, from 5:30 to 7:30. So some of the girls hopefully will be there. in
And for those who
attendance.
don't know, the Chris White
Oh, I'm
Gallery
sorry, that
is
is on 7th and Shipley Street.
Okay,
In
yes.
downtown Wilmington.
All right, so this Friday.
This Friday, 5:30 to 7:30, Chris White Gallery, 7th and Shipley,
All
downtown
right.
Wilmington.
All
Yes.
right, so please support.
Yes.
Please, please.
All right, well, thank you so much. We'll be right back with more.